As trust in higher education continues to plummet, the Trump administration is calling on universities to be transparent with the American public. In a letter dated and signed August 3rd, Education Secretary Linda McMahon put pen to paper and listed out a series of questions that she demand universities answer by the end of this calendar year, 2026. Now, McMahon's questions range from various topics, including commitment to free speech as well as admissions criteria, and they're designed to hold universities to the scrutiny of the American public, which has all but lost confidence in higher education. A recent Gallup poll found that only 38% of Americans now trust that higher education is preparing students for life post-graduation. Now, this is down from 42% just 1 year ago. Now, with trust in post-secondary education waning, McMahon's letter is aiming to strong-arm universities to be transparent, and her questions target 7 key areas. Now, we have these 7 key areas, which are listed out very clearly in McMahon's letter, which are: how will institutions prove that institutions are based on merit rather than DEI? How will institutions protect freedom of speech on campus? How will institutions ensure that research serves the Americans who fund it? How will institutions ensure that families can access high-return degrees? How will institutions incentivize rigor in the age of AI? How will institutions safeguard programs from foreign influence? That's a real big one. And then how will institutions materially contribute to American prosperity? McMahon rounded out her letter by saying that the conversation between universities and Americans is long overdue, and that answering her questions is the first step to rebuilding trust between the university and the taxpayer. Now, this follows the Trump administration's Compact for Academic Excellence in Higher Education, which emerged in October of 2025 and remained one of the administration's key priorities when it came to reforming higher education. On October 1st of last year, the Trump administration sent a draft of the compact to 9 major universities, including MIT, Brown, and Vanderbilt. Rather than creating a new law, the administration's proposal served as a voluntary agreement that universities could either choose to sign on to or choose not to sign on to. And in exchange for signing, these universities would be given preferential treatment for certain federal funding opportunities as well as other benefits. And in exchange, these universities would agree to a wide range of reforms. The proposal included a few reforms, such as eliminating race-based preferences in admissions and hiring, freezing tuition for 5 years, reducing administrative spending, protecting viewpoint diversity, limiting disruptions from campus protests, that's a big one that we've been covering here, and capping international undergraduate enrollment at 15%, as well as adopting the administration's definitions on issues such as sex and gender. The administration argued that these reforms wouldn't just restore confidence in higher education, but they would also reduce costs for students, as well as ensure that taxpayer dollars are being used to fund institutions that support merit, accountability, and academic excellence. The proposal immediately generated controversy, with MIT being the very first institution to reject it. It was then closely followed by Brown, Penn State, USC, as well as a few others. Several of these universities also issued statements in rejection of the proposal. Despite those rejections, the administration continued pushing for the compact, expanding its reach from just the original 9 and now holding talks with other universities to expand its reach. The administration simultaneously was working on revisions to the compact. Though many universities rejected the compact, a video by Campus Reform at Florida State University found that when broken down to individual proposals, students actually agree with the compact, especially when it came to things like prioritizing merit over race and ethnicity in admissions, as well as commitment to free speech, and the freeze in tuition. All of this comes as the Trump administration is continuing to work day and night to restore trust in American higher education. And as confidence in universities continues to decrease, the efforts of this administration to bridge the gap between taxpayers, families, and universities is continuing to increase. Make sure to follow campusreform.org for more of these videos.